Reflecting on my father's life, I often ponder the profound irony of his passing in a homeless shelter, a truth he adamantly concealed from me during his lifetime. Despite the glaring signs of his housing instability, his lack of employment, the dilapidated conditions of his residence void of basic utilities, I grappled with acknowledging his homelessness. Perhaps out of pride, or perhaps fear, my father stubbornly refused to acknowledge his reality, leaving me to navigate a delicate dance of denial. In retrospect, there were several reasons why disbelief served as a shield for me. For one, it protected me from pain. Accepting my father's homelessness would force me to confront painful truths about his circumstances and my inability to help him. And then there was the need to preserve our relationship. Admitting he was homeless might strain our relationship, as it would challenge the image I held of him and potentially shatter any remaining illusions of stability. And then I think I chose to avoid shame and judgment. Acknowledging my father's homelessness could subject both him and myself to societal stigma and judgment, adding another layer of complexity to an already difficult situation. However, reality has a way of shattering illusions, and the truth can be a harsh awakening. The moment I received the dreaded call informing me of my father's passing in a homeless shelter, my world crumbled beneath me. The disbelief I had clung to was replaced by a tidal wave of grief, regret, and overwhelming responsibility. As I made my way to the hospital to identify his lifeless body, the weight of his sudden truth bore down on me with crushing force. No amount of denial could shield me from the raw agony of facing the stark reality of his circumstances. In that moment of reckoning, I was forced to confront the painful truth I had been long avoiding. My father, once a pillar of strength in my life, had succumbed to the relentless grip of homelessness, leaving behind a legacy of unspoken suffering and shattered illusions. And in the wake of his passing, I was left to grapple with the harsh reality of his life and the profound impact of his absence. Contemplating my father's final moments, I can't help but wonder if he knew his fate. Would he have chosen differently? Would he have avoided the shelter that ultimately became his final resting place? The weight of this realization is heavy, for I am certain that if he were alive today, he would voice regret over spending his last night in such desolate surroundings. This poignant reflection leads me to consider the paradox of human behavior when it comes to achieving our goals. Despite research consistently indicating that the regret of unfulfilled aspirations often outweighs the disappointment of failed attempts, many of us still find ourselves hesitating to pursue our dreams. The fear of failure can be an insidious force that permeates every aspect of our lives, holding us back from realizing our full potential. It's a primal instinct deeply rooted in our psyche, often triggered by the uncertainty and risks associated with pursuing our goals. This fear can manifest as self-doubt, perfectionism, or the fear of judgment and criticism from others. It creates a mental barrier that impedes our progress, trapping us in a cycle of hesitation and indecision. Whether it's starting a new business, pursuing a passion project, or taking a leap of faith in our personal lives, the fear of failure can be a formidable obstacle that prevents us from even taking the first step. However, it's essential to recognize that failure is not a reflection of our worth or capabilities, but rather an inherent part of the journey towards success. Embracing failure as a learning opportunity can transform our perspective, empowering us to overcome setbacks and grow from our experiences. Each failure provides valuable insights, teaching us resilience, adaptability, and perseverance. By reframing our relationship with failure and viewing it as a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block, we unlock the potential to achieve our goals with renewed determination and resilience. It's through confronting our fears head on, embracing vulnerability, and pushing past our comfort zones that we truly unleash our potential and chart a path toward fulfillment and success. Sometimes we are just comfortable with the familiar. Comfort and familiarity often acts as a powerful deterrent to setting ambitious goals, as we tend to gravitate towards the known rather than the unknown, even if our current circumstances are less than ideal. The familiarity of our routine and surrounding provides a sense of stability and security, shielding us from the uncertainty and potential discomfort that accompanies stepping outside of our comfort zone. This reluctance to embrace change stems from a fear of the unfamiliar and the perceived risks associated with venturing into new territory. However, it's important to recognize that true growth and fulfillment lie beyond the confines of our comfort zones. By challenging ourselves to set ambitious goals and pursue them with determination, we open ourselves up to new opportunities, experiences, and possibilities for personal and professional development. And sometimes we just lack self-belief. Lack of self-belief can be a significant barrier that prevents us from striving for our goals with confidence and determination. When plagued by doubts about our abilities and self-worth, we may hesitate to pursue ambitious endeavors, fearing failure or rejection. These inner voices of self-doubt can erode our confidence, leading us to underestimate our potential and settle for less than we deserve. Overcoming this barrier requires cultivating self-awareness and challenging negative thought patterns. By acknowledging our strengths, celebrating past achievements, and embracing a growth mindset, we can gradually build the self-belief needed to pursue our goals with conviction and resilience. It's through nurturing a positive self-image and trusting in our capabilities that we can overcome self-doubt and unlock our full potential. Feeling overwhelmed by the enormity of our aspirations is such a common hurdle that can hinder progress and stall our pursuit of goals. When confronted with a daunting task or lofty ambition, it's natural to feel a sense of paralysis or uncertainty, which may lead to procrastination or avoidance behavior. The fear of failure or the pressure to meet high expectations can exacerbate feelings of overwhelm, making it challenging to take the necessary steps forward. However, breaking down our goals into smaller, manageable tasks and prioritizing action over perfection can help alleviate overwhelm and restore a sense of control. By focusing on incremental progress and celebrating small victories along the way, we can navigate through feelings of overwhelm and stay committed to our aspirations with resilience and determination. And of course, there's the external pressure that often impedes our goals. External pressure from societal norms, family expectations, or cultural influences can often lead us to pursue goals that may not resonate with our true passions and values, creating a sense of inner conflict and resistance. When our aspirations are dictated by external factors rather than intrinsic motivations, we may find ourselves feeling unfulfilled or disconnected from our pursuits. The pressure to conform to predefined paths or meet others' expectations can overshadow our authentic desires, stifling our creativity and autonomy. To overcome this barrier, it's crucial to introspect and identify our genuine interests and values, allowing us to chart a course that aligns with our innermost aspirations. By honoring our true selves and forging our own path, we can break free from the external pressures and pursue goals that truly resonate with our hearts and souls. Indeed, let us embark together on this journey called life, shedding the shackles of our limiting beliefs and thoughts like a cocoon that no longer serves us. Just as my father's final night in the shelter illuminated the stark consequences of surrendering to our fears and doubts, so too can we liberate ourselves from the confines of our own mental shelters. With each step forward, let us challenge the narratives that confine us, daring to dream beyond the boundaries of our perceived limitations. Let us cast aside the weight of past regrets and embrace the boundless potential that lies within each of us, waiting to be unleashed. For it is in the breaking free from the shelter of our own making that we discover the vast expanse of possibility that stretches out before us. With courage as our compass and determination as our guide, let us journey forth into the unknown, unearthing the treasures that await us on the other side of fear. Together, let us forge a path illuminated by the light of our aspirations, casting aside the shadows of doubt that threaten to obscure our way. And as we navigate the twists and turns of this grand adventure called life, may we remember that the power to transcend our limitations lies not in the shelter of our beliefs, but in the boundless expanse of our own potential. The world is your oyster, and you are the pearl. Now go get it. Peace and blessings, Dr. O.